Hi everyone. I've been working on this build for a few weeks, with the plan being to make a home as luxurious as possible. I wanted to really focus on the details, leaving no empty space or plain surfaces. I started by laying out the central courtyard, which is based heavily on abbey cloisters, with a covered walkway around the outside and arched stone columns separating it from the open garden area. The walkway contains several crafting stations, a small shrine and seating areas, while the garden is given over to planting, with the chickens and tamed wolf roaming freely. The fey lights are just the right size here, and I've used a lot of them for extra ambience. Once that was set up, the next part was the 4 points of the oval courtyard, working outwards to create a bulk of structure to be connected to each other later. On one end, two large towers like those of a cathedral flank the main entrance doors, with the road leading down some steps to the front courtyard. The towers make use of iron support beams hidden away internally and by cladding pieces. The ivy and ash vines were planted early in the build process to let them grow before roofs or overhangs blocked them. At their peak, wooden doors were placed to offset the dark wood beams. The glass windows are placed in this pattern. Through the main entrance, a grand hall contains an exhibit piece and a map table. The floors above were left open to add to the grandeur of the space. The exhibit is made by placing a wisp light before the black marble blocks. Turning left, a wide bay contains the black forge and various displayed weaponry, with a corridor taking us to the east entrance. There are portals in the reverse side of the arches in the courtyard. The east gate opens into the forest, with another door opening into the central courtyard. There is another corridor taking us past portals and some study areas, and then to the hoard and staircase with a storage area next to it. The south end contains some small bedrooms and a common area for the kitchen staff. The rooms are cosy but suffer from the low ceilings on the ground floor. Each room was made to be unique, taking advantage of the divided crescent shape. Working back down the other side, another corridor forks between a door to the left and the main building to the right. The door opens to a balcony, from which entry to the shrine can be achieved. The Gouda table is used for the shrine feel, but is also completely functional. One further balcony can be reached through a second door. Back inside, the kitchens dominate the west side of the palace, spread over a large area, completely usable and kitted out using the serving tray. The fire and ovens all have working ventilation for smoke. I've made use of the chunky Grouston beams to enhance the ceiling. I like the contrast with the black marble. Two sets of double doors lead out of the kitchen, with the inner opening to the courtyard and the outer leading to the dock. A second staircase takes us upstairs, with chairs, tables, trophies and weapons all used to decorate unused corners. Taking a similar path to downstairs, an indoor balcony looks over the main entrance doors, with arched openings to an outdoor balcony overlooking the inner courtyard. A bedroom is sited in a small tower in the northwest side, with item stands and various items breaking up shelf space. On the other side of the indoor balcony, a similar space is occupied by the Adventurers Guild Members' Lounge, then down a long corridor with storage, past a small balcony with a sight of the east gate, and through an armoury area. A small shrine sits at the top of the main staircase, using trophies and pick plants on item stands for detail. On the south end, a large dining area for around 40 people is set within a large crescent-shaped space. The high ceiling has chandeliers made from wooden beams, lots of grass planes, and a dragon tier. The low tables were made using Grouston for half-metre snapping. The place settings were done by placing the meals first, then adding the tankards, and finally the mead bottles. The bar is attached to the main dining area, stocked with any mead you could want. Carrying on around, the area above the kitchens is occupied by a living room and 2 bedrooms. I put a lot of detail into the walls here, knowing it would be prominent, and creating these 2 little nooks. The bedrooms are similar to the ones on the other side of the stairs we came up. Returning to the main staircase, the top floor opens into a tiny shrine with doors to the balcony looking down into the central courtyard. This level is given over to residences, mostly larger rooms with space for private dining. I've made a glass roof for one of the larger rooms, setting Yagluth drops within the glass for a dark purple effect. There is a sauna room at the northeast corner. Taking a look at the structure as a whole, I have tried to make every single inch pop. The aim was luxury rather than size for its own sake, and to this end I've made heavy use of Grafton beams for detailing on the stone walls, particularly with regard to arches. This created a couple of headaches on the wider side of curved stone walls, which was corrected using the edge snapping points to fill in the empty bits. I had a slight annoyance with the foundations, having made an error early on that compounded throughout the build. My mistake was made with the placement around the central courtyard, because a curve of 3 does not exactly match a square of 2. This resulted in some of the wall pieces being fractionally out of alignment, which was difficult to add cladding to since this had to be snapped to itself and not the variable wall behind it. In terms of time spent, around a quarter went into putting up the basic structure, around half went on the detailing, and the final quarter into decoration. In total I sunk about 70 hours into it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe for more content like this.